Hello, and welcome back to our lovely little adventure. Where last time, some crazy stuff happened. I mean crazy. Somebody almost killed Yuri. There's a crazy thing in the sky. I think Duke's about had it with everybody on this planet. And you know what, I really wouldn't blame him, but that's fine. We got bigger issues, like dealing with Sidequest. Because, you know, it's Sidequest, you know, it's what you gotta do.
This figurine is lovely.
Figurine? I'd say it's more like a toy, really.
You must not have seen many things like this in the castle, Estelle.
I'd like to see more of these figurines.
And thus, a figurine collector is born.
Oh, some people are just more interested in aesthetics than others, Yuri. It's not all that unusual.
Yeah, I don't really have any interests outside of Blastia.
I've always been a fan of cool guild emblems myself.
What about you, Yuri?
Huh? I've never really given much thought to artistic sorts of things. I never really looked at anything like art.
Ask me! Ask me! Ask me what I like!
Girls!
That's right.
We know it's right.
Girls. I mean, same, but... you can read them like a book, can't you? Alright, I don't know if I've done anything here. So we did do the figurine thing. You can do the waitress and waiter thing here, but we got the outfits already. They came with the game itself too. I think actually not everybody has one. Let's put her in a new outfit, and then hers is a cat girl. And that one. Does she have one? I don't think so. No, I don't think she is going. Lunch lady. I'm just gonna put him back in his normal one. And then... I don't think he's got one. But yeah, that's about it. Wait, I went in there for a reason. Oh my god. I think the brain cell's working today. Hey there. Hey, good to see you. Looking for more work? Unfortunately, I don't have any jobs right now. I guess sometimes there's just not enough work to go around. Yeah, I can't always count on there being jobs to do. We could always try again later. Doing well? It's good to hear. Come to think of it, I ended up with this key from those Blood Alliance guys. But I don't have any use for it. You can have it. Apparently it's to the lower level of Gasparos. La. Alright, let's see if we got any more stuff we could do for this guy. Nope. Okay, nothing else. Let's see here. No. You were who I was looking for. Oh, you're the guild from last time. Many thanks to your help back then. We should be thanking you for giving us a job. Actually, you come at a perfect time. I have a favor I'd like to ask. What is it? My friend Nobis, the one whom you deliver the book, is looking for people to do a job. Would you mind going to hear what he has to say? Well, hold on. Can we just take a job without asking the union first? The union doesn't keep other guilds from doing their own work. The union system for getting jobs just help out guilds that couldn't get work on their own. So we moved up as a guild. Exactly. And this way, there's no finder's fee, so we keep all the money ourselves. Well, alright. We'll go talk to your friend and decide whether or not to take the job. Thank you. He's most likely in Torm Harbor right now. Please go there and listen to what he has to say. Gotcha.
Wow! The hourglass is really amazing! The enemies just stop moving!
Yeah,
Yeah.
certainly makes it easier to win battles.
Keeps them from
You can get ready
healing
for what's
themselves
next,
with
attack
frickin'
enemies, change
what
battle
was the attack
formation.
he always
And if
used?
we're having trouble running
Frozen
away from
Guardian or
enemies,
something like
this
that?
makes it a cinch.
Guardian Frost?
Oh, and it even lets us keep enemies from running away. It's seriously awesome.
Hourglass!
No, it keeps enemies from
Personally,
healing.
I find this way easier.
Holy vey. The healing was ridiculous. I never want to do it again. Hello in here. How's this place been? No, not yet. The keyhole is... Oh, duh. I think if it didn't get a key by butt. I'm stupid. Oh. Might be a sorcerer's ring on it. There we go. Now we do it. Ta-da! Told you the brain cells are working today. Ah, so this is what they were keeping on the lower levels. What's all this? It's the Blastion network that Alexei was trying to create. This is all the equipment that was used for that. It says, yes, it seems that he had Barbaros set up gas for us as one of the nodes in the network. So Alexei was behind Barbaros' doing after all. With Zalde at the center of the network and the nodes at Gadfrost, the capital, Capura, Heliord, and Aspio. The network siphoned air from the Blastion all over the world to Zalde, giving him all that power. Air should be used so people can live happily, but he wanted to use it for his own personal gain. And that's what causes this teensy little global catastrophe we're dealing with. Oop. There's no need to feel sorry for him. It's because of Alexei's evil deeds that our world is in such trouble right now. There's no use arguing about someone who's already dead. It's important that what's important is that the fight to protect what's important to us right now. Couldn't have said it better myself, Carol. Nah, it was nothing. Wait, this is... What's up, Rita? This is what Alexei was using? It's the fake Deinomos. How did it get here? Wasn't it destroyed at the fortress at the Shrine of Zalde? Maybe they made multiple copies. That would make sense. Each of the copies gets a control key for the Blastia from the node of network. And the Blastia here is also... Yes, I thought it was strange. I never saw how Barbaros controlled the tower's Blastia as immense with the crude intuition he had. But if they had this one that Alexei made, I can't believe it. Is it okay if we take that? It could cause the air supply to stop working and make the tower stop functioning, but that's all alright, right? Sure, no problem at all. Take it, would you, lad? Take this? We're gonna use the power that released the Autophagos to go and defeat it. I like the way that sounds. Alright, let's go. Woohoo! I mean, I still gotta finish all that, but yeah, we'll see. Oh. Hey, it's the... I think that's the sword that he uses in the opening. Ah. That's neat, I guess. Alright, anyways. Alright, we're done here. Thank you. Alright. Amazing. I wonder what spot I'm missing on the map. Okay. Wait, oh god. How am I getting lost? Let's see, where is he? Hey guys, look. Come see us real soon, Kay. Sorry. Okay. That's a promise. We run into each other in the craziest places. Whoa, now let's take it easy. This isn't really the time. What's wrong? Goodbye. Okay, bye. Alright. No. What do you suppose those two are up to? Pardon me, but are you two acquaintances? I wouldn't say acquaintances, really. Oh, I'm so relieved, huh? I worry about those girls. They've had the misfortune of easily being misunderstood, you see. But now I see they have many friends. I can stop worrying. Misunderstood, but they're part of the... And how might you know our friends, miss? I'm the governess of this home, and they lived on this roof. Home? This is an orphanage that was built to shelter the children who have no one to depend on. Those two lost their family in the war 10 years ago. She's gotta mean the Great War. Who are they? If they're Big Sis's enemies, I'll beat them up. Now, here now, hush, both of you. How generous and kind of you. Must not be an easy job. Oh my, no. I could never manage all this alone. It's been made possible by the donations I've received. Jaeger is his name. He really does too much for us. Jaeger? But what would he want to do anything like that for? I don't know his reasons, but he never asked for anything in return. Nana, I'm hungry. Oh yes, it's that time. I'm sorry, I must be going. I wonder what that could mean. I wouldn't think he'd have much interest in charity. Something's going on here. I mean, those two are obviously Jaeger's personal guard. You don't think he raised them as orphans just to make them his underlings? He might try something like that, huh? What is it? Oh no. When we were talking with her just now, I truly felt that whoever did this had good intentions. But can that person, can that really be the Jaeger we know? Because this is as good as mine. I told you. A villain to you could be a hero to somebody else. And that's just how things are. I don't actually remember what the guy looked like. I don't even think he's over here. tell the truth. Was it you? No, it was you. A fairy soul into the sea of flames. It's you. Hello there. I apologize for not staying in touch. Why would you? All we did was deliver a package. Ah, that's a good point. We heard from you that there's something you'd like to have done. But really? Oh, I would never be so grateful. Thank goodness we're friends, right? Actually, I heard of your guild mentioned here and there recently. I thought you could probably find the answer I seek. I can read, I promise. So you want to hire brave Vesperia? Yes, that's right. I'd actually like you to gather information about a certain something. Gather information? Sounds like another job that just keep going and going. Well, I'll try to do it myself, but I've also asked if other guilds would help. So far, though, there haven't been any promising leads. However, I cannot afford to be dissuaded. So I must obtain what I seek at any cost. Sounds pretty serious. Yes, for me, it's a matter of great importance. Great importance. So what is it you're looking for? I'm looking for an ore of metal known as Everlight. But that's... The girl who asked to seek our help back in Dawngrest, her necklace was made of Everlight. She did say something about her dad digging up a mine somewhere. Really? Yes, we might be able to get more information if we ask her a few questions. Splendid. You will be paid, of course, well for useful information. Allow me to explain. You really need this Everlight. What are you going to use it for? My dream I would give my life for. A dream you'd give your life for. Sorry, I shouldn't bore you with such personal matters. Will you do this for me? Well, if we can't get this thing done, you can't possibly refuse to help something that's important to you. One looks at the test, the name of the brightest star in the sky, brave Vesperia. Thank you, I'm counting on you. I'll be waiting from this town. Okay, so you have good news. Okay. Hold on. No, thirsty. So pretty flowers to give your parents or your sister or someone you love. Oh, you over there. Oh, it's you. Aren't you the woman from the orphanage? Oh, so you're actually a florist. No, it's not quite. Then why are you selling flowers? You need money, don't you? Well, you see. Oh yes, now that Diego's gone, the orphanage doesn't have money. Unfortunately, that is the case. You've actually been renting the orphanage to a certain well-known man in town. But since we stopped receiving contributions from Jaeger, we are no longer to pay the debt. The rent for the building aside, it takes a lot of money to feed children. But aren't some of the kids out working now? They're all still struggling to make a living for themselves. It would be far too much to ask them to help something like this. What about your pair of sort of young ladies from the orphanage? They're in the same situation. They're both working for Jaeger, but now that he's passed away, they're probably having a hard time as anybody. Oh, sorry, would you like to buy some flowers? Is she really going to be able to pay off debt like that? Maybe she'll be able to make a little profit, but I don't know about paying off debt. Kind of hard to watch, doesn't it? Please take this. You should be able to sell it for a good amount of money. Whoa, are you sure you're going to give that away? I'm just doing something the Empire should have done already, that's all. But if you give that away, there won't be any more proof of being in the Imperial family. No, it's okay. Not having this won't change who I am. Before we go any further, how much exactly is you need? 500,000 gold should be enough. That's quite a hefty sum. I'm afraid we don't have that kind of money. And I guess the only solution is she takes my... We can work hard to save up that much, right? You don't mean... He means we all understand how you feel, Estelle. Really want to help, right? Yeah, you can say that. We'll come back when we saved up enough, so be patient. Yeah, that's a lot of money. I'm close. I could sell some stuff, but... Okay, back to Dawngrest. Boop, 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 boop. Excuse me, miss. I would like information on your necklace. Do you think Rihanna's still at the inn? We'll just go outside and take a look. You don't want to see your old teacher, huh? You can wait here if you want. Okay. Oh, it's you. Thank you again for what you did for me. It was nothing. It was a lot of work, actually. I was trying to be polite. Actually, there's something I'd like to ask you. Oh, I'd be happy to help if I can. The necklace you asked us to find was made out of everlight, right? Yes? You said your father mined an ore for the necklace made itself, right? Do you know where he got that ore from? I read his diary a while back that it came from a mountain in the western Desir. Mount Tesma. Yes, that sounds about right. He wrote and he went up to the mountain spending the night at the Critian village there. Do you know when this was? Before my parents got married. So over 20 years ago. 20 years ago. That long ago, huh? There's no telling if there's any everlight left there anymore. I'm afraid I don't know anything more than that. That's plenty, thanks. Hey, did you find anything out? She said 20 years ago on Mount Tesma. 20 years ago, huh? That one's that. The area has been a wasteland ever since the Great War. But rocks are rocks. War shouldn't really affect things that much. Judy, weren't you born there? Did you ever hear anything about this? Well, I was really little when I lived there. I never heard of anyone talking about Everlight. Okay. Wouldn't it be faster just to go and see if we can get any ourselves? You're right, let's go take a trip to Mount Tesma. You could also stop by Nordopotica, find a guy that's sweating, and if you've cooked with art dishes, that's where Patty gets her chef outfit from. But I don't think I have cooked enough dishes for that, so we're just gonna go on to Mount Tesma. Whee! Feels like ages ago since I left. You feel the same way, don't you, Bio? Talking with Bio? Yeah, we're just remembering the time that we first met. Mind telling me about it? A long time ago, Bio used to live on the summit of Mount Tesma. The townspeople all feared him and thought he was a big, giant, ferocious monster. But I talked to Bio and we eventually became friends. How old were you then? I don't remember exactly, but I think I was pretty young. From that point, we started traveling together. My dad came too. Your father did. My dad was had a fierce passion for Blastia. I feel like I was influenced by him a lot when I grew up. Soon after that, the Great War happened, and I was about to become a statistic, and Bio saved me. You were right in the middle of the battle, weren't you? Yes, my fellow Critians took me up to Muzo for a while, but I went back down to the surface, and then I decided to travel around the planet with Bio to destroy all the Hermes Blastia and rid the world of the negative effects. I see, Bio saved your life. Yes. I feel like I understand the connection between you two a lot better now. Thanks for sharing that with me. Dad. Oh, Dad. Bo-bo-bo-doo. It's here! I wonder if I can find it. Let's go find out, shall we? Huh. Does it feel so bad? Ow! Does it feel so bad as it throws me to the floor?
creatures comfortable evil. Grant the power to battle fear and defeat evil. Resist field.
Mad and greedy waters rise up and storm the very heavens.
Piercing love. Lunar power that ties soul shine.
Flickering blaze burn.
Ouchies. 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 Ouchies.
Sorry to trouble you.
Ouchies.
Oh, breath of life that dwells in all creatures left forth. I found you. I'm fine. We're not done yet. That was close.
Okay, I forgot to change this back.
Grant the power to defy fear and defeat evil. Resist field.
Ouchies.
I found your weak spot. Brilliant angels grant us your favor. Violent pain. Nurse. Oh, breath of life that dwells in all creatures, come forth. Revitalize. Moonbeam. Twilight encircling stars, be as light and
Beauty of the earth, sacrifice thy body to crush
I
my enemies. I found your weak spot.
Cosmic blade.
Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball.
Oh, breath of life that dwells in all creatures, come forth. Revitalize. Pierce Buster.
Ouch.
You're just not into this, are you?
No, not really. Ow.
Oh, breath of life that dwells in all creatures, come forth. Revitalize. We're not done yet. Okay. Is that it? Arise, a light of light. I'm fine. We're not done yet.
Okay, almost dead.
Oh, breath of life that dwells in all creatures, come forth. Can't just lie around.
That's it. All right.
We're not done yet. Is that the best you can do? I guess you like that art.
That wasn't
Yes,
too
yes, I do.
bad.
I have mastered
Good work. Yeah. Get some rest. You did well.
Okay.
Who are you talking to, Carol? Ah! Don't startle me like that!
I'm sorry. Did you hear that just now?
Yeah, we heard it.
You talk to your sword?
It cuts better when I do that. Actually, we just won this battle because I gave my sword lots of encouragement before.
Really?
Whatever floats your boat.
Well, that was unexpected.
What?
Nothing. Thank you for all the work you do. We can't wait to see how well you perform next time.
It must be tough having such an unreliable owner. You're the only one we can count on.
Good luck next time.
Wow, thanks, guys! I'll bet my attack power will double in the next battle.
Don't get carried away!
Sheesh. Alright, up we go. Oh boy. Oh, what? We'll be fine. We're just gonna try to scooch on. Maybe grab the items that we missed last time. Fight the stupid turtle tree.
So can we just go all out? Piercing Lunar Rondo! Moonlight Challenge! Oh, breath of life that dwells in all creatures, come forth! Revitalize!
All right, who's
Blade
next?
of noble light, overpowering Moonbeam!
Azure Blast!
Come forth, thou avaricious netherworld, and crush the evil before me!
Azure Blast! All right, who's next?
O blade of noble light, overpower evil!
More honor for this blade.
Guess practice.
Ah. It's been a long way to go. Really? Stupid dinosaur.
Let's eliminate them!
Tropical blade!
Second rage, right through that which blocks our future!
Come, O silver light!
O disturbing power now unleashed, meet thy judgment upon the evil before me!
Grant the power to defy fear and defeat evil. Resisting blaze, burn! Fireball!
All right, here we go!
Yay!
All the way up we go. Holy ring.
So can we just go all out? Piercing Lunar Rondo!
Blast!
Grant the Lunar Crush! Resist fear! Power to try soul shine!
Is that the best you can do?
Storm the very heavens! Come, O Silver Bang! Lunar Rondo! Moonlight Havoc! O Caprice!
Please die.
Defeat evil!
That wasn't too bad.
Excuse me, pardon me. Hello, you sneaky little treasure chest. What do you think you're doing hiding over there in the little corner? Thank you, bye. Ah, here it is. Hey, what's everything over there? Is that? There's a lot of impurities, but it's definitely a Neverlight ore. Awesome. Now I just need to tell Nevis someone got the job. Hey, shouldn't we bring some back from him since we're here? Sure, I don't see why. Do some digging then. Here we go. Pretty good sized chunk. hear something? Oh hey, it's Bird. What is that? Do we fight it? No, let's get out of here. You heard him. Alright, goodbye, Birdie.
Hey, are we really gonna take this with us?
Of course! I mean, it's the job we were given. And you saw how much the client wanted this Everlight.
Yeah, but why was that monster so interested in it?
Baul should be able to outfly him, right, Judith?
Of course, but that's not really the issue here, is it?
No, I just wonder if it's really okay to carry off something that seems so important.
Nobis trusted us to do this job for him. I want to take this back to him. I think it's the right thing to do.
Well, if you put it like that.
Maybe we should just ask the client what he'd like us to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you don't want to be in the middle of town and then all of a sudden the big huge bird monster decides to come and swoop down and eat you for breakfast. It's also the antlion thing you could do now, but since I haven't even finished the last one, I guess we're going to be skipping the antlion thing. Just note that every once in a while you can go to the antlion and exchange for items. Okay, jeez. Hey, here's your stone.
look! We brought you the Everlight!
Oh, I never imagined you would deliver it to me directly. Thank you so very much. With this, we can finally revive our guild.
Revive? Did something happen to your guild?
No, it's nothing. Here, take this as a show of my gratitude. Now that I've acquired it, I mustn't waste even a single moment.
Good luck to you, I guess.
You think he'll be alright?
Must really be in a hurry if he's heading out of town on his own.
That voice.
I don't believe it!
Damn, he sure is persistent. Nobis is in trouble.
Poor Patty.
It looks like the monster got away with the stone.
Hey, are you okay?
After all that searching, now I'll have to start over.
This wound is terrible.
Let's carry him to the inn.
Well, he'll live, but he shouldn't be moved for quite some time.
He's lucky you were here. What a stupid thing to do. I don't care what the reason. Anybody who steps outside a barrier alone is crazy.
I figure this'll make him give up on the Everlight. He's lucky to get off with his life.
I guess we shouldn't have brought the Everlight to him after all. I should have listened to you, Yuri.
Hey, it's his own fault for charging out like that. You got nothing to worry about, Carol.
Yuri.
But we should decide what our guild will do if something like this happens again.
We do need to try and define Brave Vesperia's rules as we gain more experience.
Yeah.
Hey, don't get all down on yourself. We just started as a guild.
Yeah. We'll only get better from here on.
Alright, to Dongress we go again. 'Cause why not? Up we go. Ha, the sky looks very ominous, doesn't it? There's nothing like the world about to end, and you're just over here doing side quests. Why not? Totally be me in a situation. World ending? Just go plant some flowers instead. Well, no, if it isn't the Brave Pizzeria. Brave Vesperia! You're gonna have to forgive me, I've never been good with names. Here for more work? So you're up to it, huh? Oh, there's one thing. I just happened to come directly from the Union itself. Does that mean it's a tough job? Not necessarily. Most likely the client isn't too familiar with the Union and the Guild's work. Huh. I got tired of reading. Sure. Woohoo! Off to the office we go. Whee! And out we go. Should do it. Kind of. Oh well, we're there anyways. Hey, hon. How you doing? What's going on, LeBlanc? Got the Schwan? Nah, you got me mixed up with somebody else. I apologize, Sir Raven. Plain and simple. There he goes again with Sir Raven. Plain and simple. What's the former elite officer of the Schwan Brigade doing watering in a place like this? Well, you see, that's his... It's reporting, LeBlanc. Sir, I was antagonized with the future of the Schwan Brigade, sir. I believe that we should help fill the ranks of the Thunder Brigade, but the other lieutenants claim we should remain in the capital. With the officer paralyzed without hesitation, but our next step, our subordinates are losing faith in us as leaders. I'm so ashamed. How could we ever face Captain Schwan like this? And yet, if you happen to be standing right in front of you... I'm so sorry. Rita, Raven? Well, I can't just turn a blind eye to the brigade. It was Schwan who led them. Are you going to gather all the members of Schwan and lead them yourself, LeBlanc? Is that what you want me to do? Sir, no, sir. I do not want to cause trouble for you, Sir Raven. So then, you're going to decide where the brigade will go. Sir, that would be me. I would probably bear the weight of the responsibility and guidance of my brigade. If you made your decisions and act on that decision, I'm willing to bet that Schwan would think it's important to support the Flim Brigade in the addition of guarding the capital. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sounds like you gave him some good advice. Nah, Raven just gave him a little push. LeBlanc already knew what he wanted to do. This is the first time you were actually caught the Schwan. I don't believe it, but you're just like the rumor said. It was the same when Harry and the guild members asked for your help. You really watch out for others, don't you, old man? Nah, I listened to what LeBlanc had to say. That's all I did. Oh, somebody's embarrassed. You're helping people without pampering them. That's tough. I wonder if I'll ever be like you, Raven. Put all Raven up on a pedestal, why don't you? We'll get you anywhere in life, kid. Lots of people respect and admire Captain Schwan, so I don't think you really have to deny everything about him. Can't argue with such a pretty girl. And down we go. I think. What are you doing now, sir? You there, it's curtains for you. Don't. We just saw each other 5 seconds ago, please. No, wait. We're in the middle of carrying out a secret mission. Our investigations of anti-imperial activity are strictly confidential. You might want to be your boys hear what the meaning of the word secret. Idiots. Beg your pardon, sir. Apologies, sir. What did I do to deserve this? As you can see, I've got no time for small talk with the likes of you. What's the deal? Those extremists causing problems for you again? Yes, sir, Captain Raven, sir. They're more than up to more mischief than ever before. I say we've had reports of them slinking and sneaking around the lower corridor. Well then, I'm sure you'll get the job done. Good luck to you. I never dreamed we would receive praise from the princess and captain in person. Thank you, your gracious kindness. The extremists sound those guys who plant bombs and hurt people and put the town in general in a state of panic, right? The very ones. We haven't heard from them in a while, but it sounds like they're up to their old tricks again. Are there really people who would do things like that? Yeah, I can understand that they aren't thrilled with the Empire, but they've got no right involving innocent people. Unlike the guilds, they're a pretty deorganized bunch. People with chips on their shoulders tend to be that way. Makes it hard to put a stop to them once and for all. Well, it's unlike we got any clues ourselves. Shouldn't we leave it to the knights? Suppose you're right. You could kind of just... Bloop. Let me in.
Are you Mimula?
That's right. And just who might you be?
We're Brave Vesperia, the guild who took the job you posted with the Union.
It's about time. I will, of course, dock your pay for all the waiting you've made me do.
Excuse me.
What? That's not fair!
Is this indecent young lady part of your brave... whatever you call it as well?
Do you have a problem with how I'm dressed?
I mean, what she's in right now is kind of modest for her.
It's your reputation. Now, are you serious about taking the job?
Well, what does it involve?
I haven't seen my butler, Sebastian, since he left to negotiate with a certain guild. I'd like to get some word from him, but nobody seems willing to go for me.
Have you considered going yourself? It would make a lovely day trip, I'm sure.
Ugh, this is no time for jokes. I have no interest in going anyplace that vile.
Which is where we come in, right?
Naturally, the commoners must heed the words of the nobility.
So what's a high and mighty noble like you doing in the lower quarter?
Well, you see... Ugh, how rude. Why should you care?
And what guild are you talking about?
They are called Leviathan's Claw.
Leviathans?
You are to find out first if Sebastian is safe, and second, how the negotiations have gone.
What was he supposed to negotiate?
That is none of your concern.
Yeah, it's not, but we don't need any extra hassle.
So basically, you'd like us to bring this Sebastian back to you.
That's right.
If we're dealing with Leviathan's Claw, I guess we're off to the Manor of the Wicked.
Just what kind of dangerous hobbies are you people into?
Ugh, I thought I told you it was none of your business.
What does she look like to you?
You need only concern yourselves with the work I've hired you to do.
Such emotion is unbecoming of your ladyship.
I hear you, Rapide. Let's get going.
Right. We accept this task in the name of the brightest star in the night sky. Brave Vesperia!
What? Is that your little slogan? Please.
We can't possibly understand the refined tastes of such an elegant lady, Carol.
Ugh, how dare you make fun of me? I won't stand for it. Ugh.
Ma'am. I swear to high heaven. Oh man, it was itchy. These damn rich people. That's all you could say. Alright, where is this person at again? Why won't my brother come back? No one's allowed to oppose the marriage. No one's been waiting for him the entire time. I've got to do something to the three of us can be happy again. Can't rely on anyone else anymore. I have to help him. Does something seem odd about Shell to you? Hey, Shell. Oh, hello. Do you need something? Well, it's about your brother. Oh, don't worry about it anymore. Sorry I asked you such an odd favor. Please forget I ever said anything about it. But what about Clay? I've been thinking about it. I must decide that I can't entrust this sort of thing to anybody else. This is something I must have to do myself, so please don't let it trouble you. Now, if you'll excuse me. What was that all about? He said he had him so long. You think he's got some idea where his brother might be? Hard to say, but it still bothers me a bit. But if he says he doesn't want his help, then I guess it's the end of it. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Boy, does it. Alright, I guess to the Manor of the Wicked we go. Where was that at again? Oh. Honestly, think glad we can fly there. Makes things a whole lot easier. Okay. Oh, that's Cave Mock. Ah, here we are. You guys brave Vesperia. How nice of you to remember. Boss isn't here anymore. No reason for you to come sniffing around here anymore. Anybody named Sebastian been here lately? Never heard of him. Wait. You know as well as I do that we've got no idea what to do with the guy. We've kept him here under house arrest while Jaeger was still with us, but to tell the truth, he's been getting in waste of space these days. What are you saying? We're talking to Jaeger's killers. Jaeger's dead and gone, and we have to face the facts sooner or later. But here's the condition. Condition? We're trying to start an alliance with the guild called the Soulsmiths. Why would you want anything to do with a bunch of arms smugglers? Go ahead and try to force your way in then. Alright then, we'll play nice for now. You need weapons to defend yourself against monsters, don't we? Without Jaeger, it's all we can do to survive out here. Soulsmith. One of the 5 master guilds specialize in blacksmithing. But unlike the others, they try to keep pretty much to themselves. They built the forge deep beside the mountain, but they still live there tucked away in the world. Alrighty then. Don't touch me. Oh, no. Hello? Where's this guy at? There he is. Love this back and forth that we got going on, don't you? Bio, thank you. Jeez. Oh. Cool.
We will not go easy on you.
Plum. Plum. Fur. Plum. Cut. Slice. Shoot. Get out of here.
Was I a little hard on you?
To this Midge. Something smells just a little bit fishy. Does something smell fishy to you? It's just a smidge bit fishy. Alright. Oh yeah, we could just go into the Heracles. Because it's crash landed right there. Hello. Shh, quiet. Alright. Don't take the reward, guys. Shh. You'll see why. Just don't take it. Oh, hey! Hey, by the way, I found the people that want to blow up the place. Wow, geez, you two come running every time I show up.
So, did we do the right thing?
Sure we did. Who knows what kind of mess they'd cause if we just left them alone.
Gotta say, though, it goes against the guild code of conduct to tell secrets you find out when you're on a job.
Really?
You gotta keep quiet about any dirt you find out during a job for your client.
Wow, old man, that's actually honorable.
Guilds gotta turn a blind eye to stuff their clients do, no matter how bad. Besides, sticking your nose into the client's business isn't gonna earn you any extra dough.
I guess you're right, but...
Take the pay you got for this job, for example.
I don't know about just doing the work, getting paid, and leaving it at that.
Yeah, like last time.
Right. We did exactly what the client asked, and look how badly that turned out.
Which reminds me, have you figured out what this whole brave Vesperia thing is for yet? Is it for the money, because you like it? What?
We
do justice, right?
Yes, Brave Vesperia does what its members feel is right.
Even if that doesn't always make money like Raven was talking about. I mean, for now, we'll still do jobs that pay, of course.
Huh. So that's what Brave Vesperia does. Not sure how much that actually cleared up, but...
You guys sure you're all right with that? Being in a guild isn't all fun and games, you know.
We never expected it to be. And even if it was, that wouldn't change how we feel.
Yeah, we'll do things our own way.
Huh. Listen to this kid.
What?
I think it sounds great.
I just realized that Patty's not even here.
So that's where things stand, old man.
Knowing you kids, you'll probably find a way to pull it off.
Of course.
That really has to suck. It feels so bad for Patty because she's so adorable, but she's so shoehorned into this game. It's ridiculous. I think she would have been better as a side character, but not a party character. I mean, Flynn is fine because he's already was originally in the game. So adding him into skits and scenes later doesn't seem as off as adding Patty, since she wasn't in the original game. But hey, what can you do? Onward to get our payment and then to get another job because hey, that's what we do. Work uneven in the apocalypse. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. Oh, I did it. Chocolate cake. Cool, 6,000 for stopping a terrorist attack.
It's been a slow process, but Brave Vesperia has really come into its own as a guild.
I think it's still nowhere close to a full-fledged guild.
But everyone's trying their best.
Well, I guess the guild does have a good style.
A good style?
We have the kid for comic relief, the Critian as the love interest, and Yuri as the straight man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how fashionable our clothes were.
Straight man.
That'd make you the space cadet then.
Sure.
So you're the straight woman?
I'm not a member of your crazy comedy act.
We're a guild, you know.
Rita, straight woman. Estelle. Are you blind? I think it's these guys over here. Oh boy, we gotta go all the way to Backton, back. I don't remember how to say it. That's okay, I guess. Alright, we haven't done this in a while. Oh. Oh yeah, now that happens now. Or did that... No, it would have told me that already, because I've already slept at the end before. Weird. Tells me that now. Unless that's... I don't actually remember. Alright. To the Forgotten Shrine we go. Why? Not really quite sure, but we're going anyways. Yeah, that's right. The guy wants me to find a shovel. A shovel. That's fine and dandy, you know. I realize it's all the way down here, and you're all the way in Dangras, and this place is all the way down here. Wow. Which one was it again? This one. Because of the hole in the mountain. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Just to get through here quicker. We got 8 of these. Let's move. Okay, let's see. Boom. Oh, the fun. I guess you know now that we're here. We can just go and collect stuff, I guess. There is nothing in this room! Anyways, how do I get back up? I think it's down here. Paulos, holy bottles do not last long. Whee! Star!
This looks easy. Don't let him trip you.
That was so easy.
A cucumber. Thanks. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh god. Wrong spot. Just wrong spot in general. I think I went the wrong way up. Bear with me. I'm dying. Oh, there was a star. Maybe I'll still be there. Yes, he is.
We should really enjoy these little times together. Lunastorm! Odin of this modest land! Oh, that was wonderful!
Yay! A green star gem. Just what I needed. I don't know how many I need, but it's a start. Imagine how much I hate this place, because I hate this place.
This looks easy. I guess I'll go easy on them. Oh, Silverlight! Angel Ring! Is that the best you can do? Oh, 6 and 2 of this modest. It's not
Azure Storm!
Second rage. Run through that which blocks them.
Come back here.
Moonlight Havoc. Luna Gale.
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
Oh, I'll figure this out eventually, I guess. Stop! Bunny!
Watch my back.
What? Oh.
Oh, incandescent look.
There we go. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Circling stars be as light that obstructs all paths. Greedy waters rise
Ow,
up
ow,
and
ow.
storm the very heavens. Cavalry.
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
Girls, me, pardon me. Jeez, I missed a lot of stuff, didn't I? Money! I know I need at least 5.
This looks easy.
Don't get careless.
Wailing Blast!
Moonlight Havoc. Moonbeam. Oh, Silverlight. Angel Ring.
Alright, who's next?
Blade. Oh, disturbing power now unleashed. Mutual judgment upon the evil before me. Luna Crush.
That's it!
Stun Moon.
Wailing Blast!
Oh, incandescent Silverlight.
Yeah!
Stronger.
There we go. Well, at least we're getting places. Just take it anyways. No, leave me alone, please. We'll get through here. We'll get through here. It just all goes to Yuri. 'Cause why not? Okay. Where exactly is the beginning area? Definitely not here. But there is a star.
Let's eliminate them.
You're dead! You're done!
That was so easy. Guess practice makes
Still need to finish the... Ugh. Some stuff is just unnecessary. Where am I? Oh dear. Okay. God, I don't know where to go, actually. Ah! I didn't actually mean to fall. Great, I don't know where to go. Not technically. God, I hate this place. I really do hate this place. I hate this place so much. Why is this place so weird? Follow the map, and if it looks like we haven't been there, go explore it. It's as simple as that, right? Dang. How many stars do I have? I have 5, okay. I don't need to fight you anymore. So I think all I needed was 5. Oh, this is agony. This is actual agony.
It's so boring looking at the same types of rooms over and over again.
Oh, don't I know
No
it?
way! When you make a map, you realize how everything's laid out. It's really interesting.
Would you say you're happy so long as you're making a map?
Yeah, nothing calls to a man's heart like the thrill of making maps.
Never had that thrill. I just need a map to show me where I'm supposed to go.
Hey, wait! I still haven't written down all the places where you can find monsters.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We'll start here. We'll start at the beginning area. It would help if I know which way was north, south, east, and west. Like, you know, technically speaking. Now be careful this time.
Are we gonna keep going, or what?
Yeah, we should. Or are we lost?
That's impossible. We have a map, right?
Well, it's useless if we can't read it. So, Captain, you're drawing the map. Which way do we go?
Let's see. This way's north, so that would put us...
We're here. North is the other way.
Nice. Judith, you're amazing.
The map maker is useless.
Huh? Looks like I'm not so good at making maps indoors.
That's not as funny as you think it is. Come on, let's go.
Oh. Fairyling. There we go. Now we're all okay. Now we're getting somewhere. As well. No, bunny. Oh. I mean, that's fine too. So we only got 5. Gotta make it count. Oh, that was a dead end. So, this way. Oh boy, multiple ways to go. Because this is fun. Antenna. I don't know what that was. See, that's why. That's how I found out that those are antenna. Because she's got an antenna guard. It's quite interesting that they have antenna. So they can speak to the Antelakea. You don't learn much about it, but you do learn a little. Oh my god, get me the hecky out of here. Where is this stupid shovel? How far down did you go, dude? I found it. Shovel fanatics. You're a little bit of a fanatic. But that's okay, we love you for who you are. Oh, hail the shovel! Now we gotta get that, but now it's a long journey out of here. Oop. An amulet. Ooh, my ear is itchy. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh boy, do I wish I had a homeward bone, like in Dark Souls. Walk me to the closest bonfire. Wait, how do I get out of here? Ah! Buddy, no! Wah! No, please leave me alone. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Can I even get out this way? Yeah, I can. Just be careful and get back here. Please don't touch me. Ah! Dang it.
So can we just go all out?
Do I need to hit that one? No. Ow. Whoa. It ascended. Hey. No fair. Oh my god, it jumped over it again.
I will fight for the world.
I still got it that time. That was hilarious. Kept jumping. Back to Dongrass we go to turn in the shovel. Which may or may not be the right one, so cool. Let me up, please. Thank you. Ah! Pardon me, sir. Love your hat. Creaky door. Kinda spooky. Hello, men. Cool beans. And another mission is complete. Alright, to Hilliard next. Definitely is a good chunk of side quest this time around. But that's okay. Also can save so I don't have to do that all over again. Why is it so itchy? Do you hear that voice? It sounds like a kid to me. What would a child be doing in a place like this? Oh, it's my favorite little side thing. I love this part. Oh, you poor thing. There. Hey, let me see for a second. Stop crying, you. You can't expect it to stop crying if you ask. Wow, Rita, you've got a mother's touch. What's that supposed to mean? Hey, do you think this child was abandoned by its parents? If so, we should probably take it to the Knights to take care of. But it's too late to be doing that. We might as well wait till the morning. We can look after the little one till then. I'll pass. Why? I'm sorry, but I'm not too good with children so young that they cannot even understand me. I'll have to bow this one out too. It's so small, I'm afraid of breaking it. You really think I look like I make a good babysitter? Well, I think... Ugh, whatever. You're all useless. But I haven't even said anything yet. Let's go, Estelle. Alright. Not this again. Why does it always stop crying when you hold it, Rita? I don't know. Why are you crying all of a sudden? Maybe it's hungry. Maybe we should give it a banana? Rita, no. Shh, shut up, Carol. Who's there? Rita, this is a baby. This baby's still young to eat bananas. Maybe we should get milk or something else. Who would have thought it would just pee like that all of a sudden? I'm gonna see if I could find something to use as a diaper. Somebody's all smiles now that he drank his little bottle of milk, right? There's a good boy, there's a good boy. Wow, I was surprised to see that he was a boy. You're blushing, Estelle. Huh? Just kidding. He's sleeping so soundly. It's way past my bedtime, too. And yet, you've been awake for hours taking care of him. Well, I can't just leave him alone. You know, I wonder where Yuri and the rest ran off to. Yeah. Don't you think the two of us look like a mom and dad? A happy little couple. What are you talking about? If we don't end up finding his mother, we should adopt him and raise him together. You're crazy, Estelle. Kid, don't you go forgetting us once the morning comes. Girlfriends. Shh. Oh, my little angel. Thank you so much. I looked away for something and somebody carried him away. You really should be more careful. Thank goodness we found him. Too bad we didn't get to take care of him a little bit longer. You're joking, right? He really started to take a liking to you, Rita. He was just being a normal baby. He didn't take a liking to me. They say that babies can instinctively tell when someone's a good person. A good person, hmm? Rita, you're a good person. Girlfriends. Through and through. He looks kind of down. Alright, time to pass some time by doing some battles. So we can make him come back. Shouldn't take too long. These are weak enemies.
So can we just go all out? Wonderful! I found your weak spot. That was wonderful.
There's one. Oh hey, we're leveling up. Woohoo. Bird.
I feel like an easy win. Don't get cocky.
Just making sure.
Who's this?
Holy Lance, my favorite move.
All right, here we go. Yay! Stronger and stronger.
I love Holy Lance. That was 2.
Keep your eyes on my sword.
Oops, wrong. Nope, wrong button.
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
3.
Man, could you be any weaker?
This is what I want to do. Oh, okay, so we should know Azure Storm by now. Yeah, we do. Okay, so I can...
Don't let him trip you up. Oh, flickering blaze burn! Fireball! You're done, don't move!
What's the secret of your strength?
I don't know. Maybe I just have fun fighting.
You are certainly a fighter. Finished up?
Oh, I'm learning Azure Blast now. I think that was 4.
We will not go easy on you.
Blast!
Piercing move, Lunar Rondo, flickering blaze, burn, fireball. I found you. Are you done already?
5. Wait, I'm actually kind of confused. Six.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye.
Azure Blast! All right, who's next? Whirling!
Lunar Crush, come, oh Silverlight. Incandescent look.
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
Seven.
Watch my back. Moonbeam!
Whirling Blast!
Ta!
Whirling Blast!
Spread thy
That's it,
alluring
that's
snare
it!
and deliver my enemies unto
Whirling!
me.
All right, who's next?
Angel Ring.
Whirling Blast!
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
Eight.
So can we just go all out?
Sure, go on ahead.
Lunar Bang! Lunar Rondo! Oh, sharpened rage. Lunar
That was so easy. Guess practice.
Nine.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye.
Whirling Blast!
That was a nice little break.
And 10.
We will not go easy on you.
Whirling Blast!
So is that okay?
Beautiful.
Again?
This food's a staple, but I do wonder why we always have the same thing to eat.
Sorry.
Other recipes we could be making.
Carol only stocks up on the same ingredients.
Rita said she liked it so much she could eat it every day.
Hey, the old man was whining about how he hates every other kind of food.
Well, Yuri was going on and on about how we have to save money on food.
Judy, didn't you say this would be a good way to compare our cooking?
I thought Estelle was trying to perfect this dish.
I want something else.
Me too.
Me 3.
I'm tired of this.
Same.
Our other recipes are going to waste.
All right, let's eat something different next time, okay?
You were all unhappy with the meal.
You know what? For good measure, we'll make something else.
Watch my back.
Whirling Blast!
That was so easy.
There. Happy? We missed a skit, but that's okay. It should pop up again eventually. Look at the little robot! Come here, little robot. Fascinating. Excuse me. Okay, where are you at, you silly little jellyfish in the sky? Whee! Wow, the Critians in this painting were raising the weapons against the Alphagos. That's odd. The Critians don't seem like they're very warlike people. Well, besides Judy, that is. Indeed, the Criti have always been a peaceful race. We laugh, we cry, but seldom do we fight. So the only time a Critian has armed themselves to fight was against the impeding threat from the Alphagos? Well... It seems it's not much of a depiction of real life as it is a scene that the artist thought would be cool to paint. You mean they're not really fighting? Well, that was all a long time ago, but we do know that around that time a certain type of magic was developed. It was a powerful art called Aston, and apparently he served them quite well in battle. If it's such some reason to be abandoned, then you have to teach it to us. I'm sure it'd be useful in battle if we had to fight. I'm sorry, I don't know the magic. I wouldn't be able to teach it to you. It's just the one letdown at the letdown with you, isn't it? Come now, don't be so critical. Perhaps this can make it up for my arrogance. This is my one and only Bush Baby doll. Oh, it's so cute. Please take good care of it. Of course. Can't believe I give up. It's possible that the knowledge of the Aston is being passed down among the brethren who descended down to Fan's service. You think the Critians on the surface would know? Well, I don't think that all of them are well versed in the old Critian lore as others, but someone might know of it. I wonder what happened to Tort. He's guarded the way to Mirzo for generations. Perhaps he'll be able to tell us. Well, I guess we had no choice but to go to Austria and ask him in person. It's a bush baby. It's a little cute little bush baby. Ah, so you've returned. It's good to see you again. Elder, why is the Muriel hidden like this? Isn't this the lore of our ancestors? Isn't it important for everyone to know? We gave up Blastia as a race, so we might as well not repeat these mistakes as our ancestors. And then this Muriel was left behind, so that in direct consequences of these mistakes might be known to a later generation. However, fearing that this knowledge would bring confusion to our brethren, our ancestors hid the Muriel within this wall. Those who handed down the lore of the Critia were the only ones entrusted with the truth. Really? Yes, but now that I think about it, perhaps it was a mistake to keep it a secret. We should have told everyone the events earlier, and worked together to find a way to find out see out the Phagos. But it's not too late. Thank you, Miss Earth Dweller. Hello, is everyone else coming? What's the painting doing here? Oh, well, you see, this was passed down from our ancestors. But not like, ooh, what is this? Uh-oh. This thing, the floating up the sky. Look, everyone's fighting it. The Critians are holding spears, too. Oh, cool. Indeed, it is, little one. Is this really okay? I thought you didn't want them to know. Maybe it's not such a big deal. Look, no one seems to be disturbed by it. And I guess. Heck, how could you keep something like school all for yourself, Mr. Ill? That's not fair. Sorry, little one, but my grandfather told me to take good care of it. It was much too trouble to leave it out, so I hid it. Ah, I thought as much. But what about my encouraging words? The Critians fought against the monster, too. And then they wiped it out. We need to be brave, too. I understand their hesitation. This is what being a Critian is all about. I wasn't able to be like the rest of my people, that's why I left the city in the first place. Alright, let's have our meeting. We need to discuss measures we can take against that monster. Well then, if you excuse us. Oh, we'll be going now. Good luck, people! Big, huge monster in the sky. It's fine. It's no big deal. It's just a cataclysm in the sky. Yep. Alright, Shaco Ruins. Which is doot over here. Doot right here. Not Shaco Ruins, the Aspio. You could go to Shaco Ruins to pick up a doll for Rabid to wear, but I already have all the dolls, so no need to actually go. I remember you from before working at Fee today. We'd like you to teach me the magic known as Aston. You've heard of Aston? I'm impressed, but unfortunately I cannot teach it to you. Isn't there some way we want to do what we can to stop the Alphagos? But you see... Oh, the bush baby doll you have. Yes, we got it from the Elder Museum. Alright, let's have a trade. I'll teach you Aston if you give me that. But the doll is an extremely valuable item to the Critia. It was originally used in a ceremony on Kronos. Kronos? Kronos is the name of the one who carries Muso. The Critian of Muso, Kronos is held sacred above all others. That's why the doll you have is very important. The Elder handed it to us without much of a fuss, didn't he? We might as well, alright? If we have to do is give him that little trinket. That little trinket? That's blatant disrespect towards the bush baby doll. Take it back. Jeez, I'm sorry. Ain't no skin off our backs. Come on, Estelle, hand it over. But it's so cute. What are you talking about? That thing's our ticket to learning that magic. I'd rather have this cute doll than some stupid magic spell. Stop being such a baby and give me the doll. You know what they say? That sometimes dolls are more powerful curses of them will affect anyone that touches them. Simply amazing. I never thought I would see today when I come and lay my hands on this doll. Now then, this is for you. All the details about Aston are written in this book. Oh, how could you trick me like that? Grow up a little. It seems it's a style kind of magic. What, my kind of? Read through it by tomorrow and see if you can learn it. Jeez. Why do you say it's a stealth kind of magic? The formula is interesting because it's old, but it's also but it's really too bad. I don't know. It's just a very simple kind of magic, frumpy, if you will. So you gave it to us stealth because it's boring? That's not a very nice way to put it. Some people are just more naturally inclined towards certain types of things. You're terrible. Yeah. It's fine, you know. Oh. Hello. Excuse me? I didn't expect this. You dropped this book. Yes, thank you very much. It's a collector book. It contains data. Oh, is it? Oops. Must have had enough done in the collector's book. Whew. Oh boy, everything's crazy. Alright, you can also go to Dayton Hold and do snowboarding with Rapide. Wouldn't recommend it unless you're really trying to 100% this game with trophies. It's hard. It's badly controlled. But if you do them, you get Christmas outfits. They're cute. Is it worth your sanity? Not really. Not unless you really want to 100% this game, which I have. And everything hurts because of it. I'm gonna go try to fight the pig again. Where is it? If it's here. It is! It's not. It was, but now it's not. What the hell? It literally was like, hey, I'm here. Now I'm not here. Woohoo. Let's try this again. Ouchies. It's actually going a little bit better than last time. Ow, ow. She's just a lot of HP though. Ow, ow. Ow! Lightning hit me hurt bad. Thank you. Ow. 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 Ow.
Arise, a light of life. Ha! Ta! Healing circle. Oh, incandescent locust, annihilate the vulgar before me. Light that dwells in all creatures, come forth. Revitalize.
Ow.
Sacrifice thy body to oh, holy waters, rain down your power on us.
Not done yet.
Holy hail.
Not done yet.
Spread thy alluring affliction, be gone.
Please.
Best you can do.
Ow.
Whirling blast.
Ow.
Oh, blade of noble, just grant us your favor, even indestructible evil. Nurse.
Not again.
Oh, breath of life, beating up the earth, creatures sacrifice thy body to crush my enemies. Not yet. You're just not into this, are you?
No. I'm a bit upset. Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, source, finish. Din of this monster. Breath of life, creatures sacrifice. Everything's spinning.
Yep, that would about do it.
Oh, caprice of innocent waters.
Damn it.
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor. Oh, disturbing power now unleashed. Meet thy judgment. The evil beast.
Oh my god, why? You're not supposed to be able to do that to me.
Oh, breath
Ah.
of life, dwells in all creatures.
Great, now I can't. What a waste.
I'm okay. Oh, incandescent locust.
Are you
Annihilate
actually
the
kidding me?
vulgar before Healing circle.
Thanks.
Beating of the earth. Sacrifice thy body to crush.
Just thanks.
I'm fine. We're not done yet. You're just not of this modest.
Are you actually kidding me?
Land. Star blast. Oh, Sidequest, sharp as your rage. Run through that which blocks our future. Nurse.
You ruined my trying to hit you.
Oh, I felt that. Shall
Oh.
I heal you?
Yep. Everybody's feeling it all right.
Healing circle.
Oh my god, where am I?
Creatures come forth. Revitalize. Perfect blade.
I didn't know where I was.
Holy waters, rain down your power. Annihilate the vulgar before me.
Ow.
Oh, blade of noble light, overpower even indestructible evil. Oh, source of illness, be gone. I'm fine. Dispel.
Thanks
Rondo.
for finally doing that.
Oh, sharpened rage, run through that which blocks our
Oh my
future.
god. Ow.
Oh, breath of
Ow.
life that dwells in all creatures, noble light. Oh, revitalize even indestructible evil. Grant the power to defy fear.
Ow.
Resist field.
Ow. Not again.
And deliver my enemies up.
Ow. Oh my god, I hate it here. Great. Great! That's cool too. Oh my god, and we're all just paralyzed.
This is dangerous.
Yeah, maybe if you actually move out of the way. It's... Right, he doesn't know it.
I'm okay.
Oh, for the love of fuck.
Don't be a bitch.
We're not done yet.
We are getting this. Oh, great. She's dead again. Ow, ow, ow. Damn it.
Damn, that hurt.
Okay, I'm stuck.
Arise, a light of life. Healing circle. Oh, breath of life that dwells in all creatures, come forth.
I'm stuck again. Ow. Ow.
Oh, source of illness, be gone.
Ow.
Dispel.
Oh my god, please save me from the stupid pig! Not again!
I'm not done yet. All right.
Oh, that burns. Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor. Oh, incandescent locust, annihilate the vulgar before me. Oh, breath of life that dwells in all creatures, come unleashed. Wreak thy judgment upon the evil before me.
All right.
Ow.
Arise, a light of life. Healing circle. Oh, breath of life that dwells in all creatures, come forth. Revitalize. Oh, blade of noble light. Oh, holy waters, rain down your power on us. Holy rain.
Yep, I'm just trying to keep alive. Cool, it's almost dead. Ow!
Is that the best you can do? Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor. Stop and storm the very heavens. Nurse.
Ow. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button.
Dwells in all creatures, come forth. Revive disturbing power now unleashed. Meet thy judgment upon the evil before me. Oh, holy
And
waters,
I
rain down
keep
your
missing that.
holy rain.
Oh, we did it.
Oh, disturbing power now
Oh, now I gotta
unleashed.
kill the stupid
Meet
other
thy
pigs.
judgment upon the evil before me. Affliction, be gone. Recover.
Ow, 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 ow.
You picked the wrong people to fight with.
Oh,
I can do even better.
Ow. That's painful. Oh yeah, I forgot about the one in there. That's a lot. Oh. I wasn't expecting the scene. Oof. Jeez, sir. Alright. That is technically all we're gonna do. You can't go to this one place to where the hot springs are, but one, it's closed right now. Two, when it is open after staying at the inn after going there, it's 50,000 gold per person. We don't have the money to do that, so that is one of those things where you should probably do it in a New Game Plus, because everything is super expensive. So, we're gonna just go park it somewhere. It's a good place to park it. We'll go stock up real quick. Get some more bottles. Eggy. Okay, we need red, blue, green, orange, and light. Wow. That was our... We've completed all our objectives. That was a bit of a side quest day. When we return, we will head on to the ice tundra place and see what Rita's got planned to do there. Until next time, on our lovely little adventure.